Hello world, welcome to Daily News Africa. We're your hosts, Mary and Belinda.
We kick off today's show in the United Kingdom, where a lawyer was denied access to the courtroom because of her skin colour.
A barrister has received an apology from court officials after this tweet. Today, I was assumed to be a defendant 3 times and a journalist once. There must be something about my face that says not a barrister, because I'm literally wearing a black suit like everyone else.
Well, now Alexandra Wilson is calling for change and wants to see anti-racism training in the legal system. And she joins us now. Well, good morning to you.
Good morning.
So I read your Twitter thread, as we all did, and as it went on, I started feeling incredibly angry and frustrated on your behalf, and I've never met you or know anything about you. It just seemed to be a catalogue of assumptions being made by people based, it appeared, entirely on your skin colour.
Yes, exactly. And I think what was so difficult is that this is all symptomatic of a much larger problem. Ultimately, the overrepresentation of Black people in the criminal justice system, which led to people assuming all day that I was a defendant as opposed to a barrister.
Now, just when you think the world cannot get any crazier, something like this happens.
Yeah.
A brilliant Black lawyer graduated from Oxford and gone on to do her master's. Is profiled because of the color of her skin. She's a criminal.
It's ridiculous because she went through, like, thinking about what she went through, you know, 5 years of law. She has to pass the bar, you know, she has to get a license.
Yes.
And then after all that, you're just refused. Stopped by 4 people. Guys, we need to do better. Like, some of these things, like, there's already, you know, like, the year is hard enough. Like, some of these problems shouldn't be there anymore. Like, we need to move past this stuff.
I agree, absolutely. Some of these things really should not be happening.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's a case of maybe wishful thinking. Like, I mean, Meghan Markle, the
Right?
Duchess, was subjected to some really, you know, a lot of scrutiny.
Yes.
And she was, you know, a person of her caliber. So I don't know if anyone is free of this kind of treatment.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really absurd. On a lighter note, 2 women have been awarded Nobel Prizes in their innovation in chemistry. It's the first time this is actually happening.
I'm proud of my gender. You know, I think it's great for especially younger women to see this and to see that women's work can be recognized as much as men's.
The Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences has today decided to award the 2020 Nobel Prize in Chemistry jointly to Emmanuelle Charpentier and Jennifer Doudna for the development of a method for genome editing.
The genetic scissors were discovered just 8 years ago, but have already benefited humankind greatly. Only imagination sets the limits for what this chemical tool, that's too small to be visible with our eyes, can be used for in the future. Perhaps the dream of curing genetic diseases will come true.
Yeah, it's a great discovery, and I'm very happy to be one of the pioneers. I find it for sure extremely nice that the award is going for 2 women. I think this is the first case ever seen for the Nobel Prize. The scientific work involves collaborations, and you know, we collaborate with scientists we think we should collaborate with, whether they are female scientists or male scientists. Here it's just happened that it's 2 female scientists, and it's quite reflective of what is happening in nowadays. I hope it will remain as such.
Genome editing, Belinda. Yeah. Doesn't that sound so fancy?
It really does.
But this is something really beautiful. It's something that little girls all around the world, you know, can look up to these ladies and believe that, you know, this is something they can actually achieve.
Absolutely.
2 ladies working together. It's beautiful.
That's one of my favorite parts about this story, the collaboration.
Yes.
You know, the picture the world has painted for women is one of tearing, you know, each other down.
They can rise.
This is one of them rising together. And we're that much closer to achieving gender parity, because now it's not like a field that is dominated by men, because now there are women on the field as well.
and the fact that, you know, this is one of the things that can actually save lives in the future. It's just beautiful. It's amazing. We were running the world last week, and we're continuing
to run the world.
Yes. Now moving on to Geneva, Switzerland. the government has declared the highest minimum wage known to man.
In Geneva, Switzerland, voters have agreed to introduce a minimum wage equivalent to $25 an hour. That's believed to be the highest in the world. According to government data, 58% of voters in that sector of the country were in favor. They were backed by labor unions aimed at fighting poverty. Geneva is the fourth of 26 sectors in the country to vote on the matter in recent years. The new minimum wage starts on November the 1st. $25 an hour.
Wow.
25 bucks an hour.
There you go.
Now, isn't that something, Mary?
Yes.
25 bucks an hour. That means, just to give you perspective,
Yeah.
if you work 5 hours a day,
Yes.
that's $125. In a Ugandan context, that's 450,000 Uganda shillings.
Exactly. And you're like, why isn't our government caring for us like this? That's a government that cares for their people. It's ridiculous. Imagine 450,000 for 5 hours.
Yeah.
5 hours, that's not even the full 8 hours. Like, our government should pick a leaf, actually a whole branch, a tree, just, everything, yeah.
You know what, the most impressive part about this story for me is the fact that the voters had a say.
Imagine. The voters decided.
They decided. Warms my heart so much. Love it.
What
At this rate, we are going to move to Switzerland.
Yeah, but what do you vote for, Belinda? Yeah, exactly. Nothing. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Catch us next week, same time, same place. Remember to wear your mask, social distance, wash your hands, and sanitize. Have a great week.
Goodbye.